What a win in Arizona for the Padres. They win the series, and it's just their second win this year when trailing after 8 innings. Impressive the way they did it. It was Ryan O'Hearn, his first home run, and his first homer off a lefty all season. That tied the score. Later, it was Jose Iglesias, OMG, Xander Bogaerts homers and doubles in the win. And the Padres ride their pitching, which has been so good. That has been the story this year. Nestor Cortes was phenomenal. Cortez the killer, as we like to call him. The bullpen was terrific, and Mason Miller has his first save as a Padre. So we're here to react to it all. John and Jim with you on the wrap-up show. I haven't even looked. I assume we're at 9,100 subscribers. If we're not, you need to get us to 9,100 subscribers. So please subscribe to this channel. Are we at 9,100?
We're at 9,104. So thank you.
So don't unsubscribe. Help get us to 9,200 subscribers by subscribing to this channel. Smash the like button for us. You can follow us on X at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. We appreciate the supers. We'll get to all of them. I see the supers that are rolling in. Carlos is here. A number of you have already contributed. We'll get all the supers on screen if you want to support the channel, if you want to see your comment on screen, if you want to control the direction of the conversation. Click the $ below the chat box. For our members, you've got the Furminator emoji tonight. You heard me right. You also, of course, have Cortez the Killer, that emoji here tonight. Click join down below if you want these brand new emojis. If we get, listen to this, we could start a membership train tonight, because if we get 16 more members, and YouTube sets this, how many emojis you get. If we get 16 more members, you get this tonight. Now, it was O'Hearn with the home run, but whatever. Ramon Laureano has been terrific. If you want Razor Ramon, click the join button down below. We need 16 more members, I believe, for that emoji. But let's get to it, Jim. It would have been a bad loss. It turns into a good win. The Padres take back. This is exactly what we asked for. Win a series against St. Louis, they do. Win a series in Arizona, they do. They're off tomorrow. The Dodgers are reeling. The Padres have pulled within 2 games of LA. They're making up ground everywhere else in the National League, and it was a perfect finish to a game that certainly we didn't know was going to end that way, but the Padres find a way, and they win 3-2.
This was what I would like to call an A.J. Preller victory tonight.
Yeah, all the new guys.
All the new guys contributed. Liriano with, he only had a hit tonight, but more importantly, that relay that was, I think, what inning was that, 7th? I think it was, I forget.
At the bottom of the 7th inning, a 2-1 game, maybe to end the 7th inning.
I think it was the bottom of the 7th inning. Great relay with him, Iglesias to Manny, the tag, third out of the inning. Then, Freddie Fermin, he goes 3 for 4 tonight. Ryan O'Hearn, obviously the game tying home run there in the bottom of the top of the 9th inning. And then Mason Miller. That's the Mason Miller the Padres traded for. That was nasty there in the 9th inning. So this was an A.J. Preller. Oh, and by the way, Nestor Cortes, forgot to even mention him, giving this team, 4 2/3 solid innings. It looked shaky early on, and it could have been way worse. And he got out of a bases loaded jam, only allowing 2 earned runs. Have to tip your hat to Nestor Cortes, especially making his first start. Was it his first start of the season? Well, it's first start for the Padres.
No, he made 2 starts with Milwaukee.
Yeah, he made 2 starts with Milwaukee. That's right. Every single player that A.J. Preller acquired tonight did something and impacted this game. And it was, you're right, it went from an awful loss / missed opportunity tonight to one of the better wins of the season, and now taking advantage of that opportunity with the Dodgers loss and the Mets loss, going a full game up on the Mets and pulling within 2 games of the Dodgers in the NL West. Just, I can't overstate how big tonight's win was.
I'll tell you what was big in this game. When they're trailing 2-0 and Xander homers, and Mike Schultz says this postgame that they probably wouldn't have chased it down trailing 2-0, and they wouldn't have given Morejon a second inning trailing 2-0, which makes sense. You're living to fight another day sometimes. Not to say you can't win, but you got to play percentages, and the odds are you're not winning a game trailing 2-0. But he hits the home run. He's homered in back-to-back games. He had a monster series. And then Morejon stays out there, and he threw like no pitches. But by keeping Morejon out there, by keeping it a 2-1 game, you gave yourself an opportunity. And then they capitalized. And the manner in which they capitalized there in the 9th inning, if you heard O'Hearn postgame, and Jim and I did, I mean, he said he recognized he hadn't homered against a lefty all year. He said he was trying to go to the opposite field.
Yeah, just hit a single.
Ball, 400 feet over the right center field wall, his first home run of the year against a left-handed pitcher. And then it sets up what transpires later. I mean, like you said, it was like last night in the 11th inning where they just played sound, fundamental, good baseball station to station. And then in this ninth inning, it was different. They got the power from O'Hearn, but then they piecemealed together something as well. Bogart's in that inning, later Iglesias. And then Mason Miller, what I thought was impressive was he faced Gurriel yesterday, and he allowed that 439-foot home run. He didn't even throw him a fastball. He throws 104. He didn't even throw him a fastball. He went slider, slider, slider. I love his slider. He locates it. It has good break to it. I think I've seen him quoted as saying his slider is his best pitch. I mean, it's a fascinating thing to say about a guy that throws 104 miles per hour. And to be thrust into the ninth inning with Robert Torres down and to get that confidence boost immediately after allowing the 2-run home run yesterday. I mean, this is everything you could possibly want out of a game. And now you've got tomorrow off. And we'll get into Tatis, who wasn't even in uniform. He wasn't even I mean, there was no scenario where Tatis was coming in this game unless it went like 35 innings. And the Padres win with Fernando Tatis Jr. literally in like sweats tonight. And they're heading back to San Diego, and they're off tomorrow. And Boston will be here for just a massive weekend series in the middle of August.
Yeah, it's one of those, games that, and by the way, awesome, Jen,
Thank you,
fabulous, gifting 5 memberships. I see some people here, Chad, very loyal listener and viewer of the wrap-up show, getting a membership gifted to him. So that's awesome. So congratulations to the 5 new members of the wrap-up show. New emojis are ready for you to use at any moment in time. And if we get now 11 more subs,
11 more, you'll get Razor Remote tonight. Like literally, if we get to these 16 new members tonight, I can put the emoji in YouTube. So
Razor Ramon.
If we get
The
more
bad
gifted
guy.
memberships, everyone that's a member, and there's like 150 of you right now that are members, everyone's going to get the new emoji if we get more memberships here tonight.
Well, anyway, back to the point I was trying to make is these types of wins feel almost like double. I know they're not, but they feel that way. I mean, you're down your last couple outs. You've done nothing all night long. Offensively, just, we wouldn't probably not even going to talk about the double steal attempt that they had earlier in the game, which was such a dumb decision by Schilt.
Very forced.
But like, they got nothing all night, right? They're about to lose a series to a bad team that has already waved the white flag on the season. You have an opportunity in front of you to pull within 2 games of the Dodgers, and you don't take advantage of that opportunity. Then it all just flips on a dime. And so, yeah, it counts as one win, but doesn't it feel like more than that? Like it just that's how good of a win tonight was, in my opinion.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, tonight for me, remember what we said after the deadline? We're like, let's let this thing settle in. You always have to let something settle after a deadline, especially the way AJ Preller treats it. There's so much movement. You can't pretend like everything is on the line the first game after the deadline. Tonight for me is like I'm seeing guys fill roles. I now know Nestor Cortes with health is their 5th starter. I mean, that's obvious. He's a veteran pitcher. He gets ground balls. He's clearly going to be that 5th starter for this team. I know the role of Ramon Laureano now. I didn't know a week ago. You now know he's like a heart and soul guy for this team. Freddie Fermin is an everyday catcher. He's starting 5 out of every 7 games, not 3 out of every 7 or 4 out of every 7. He's starting 5 or 5.5 out of every 7. We see the role that Mason Miller is capable of playing. So like we saw Ryan O'Hearn, their bench strength, right? This was a huge issue for the Padres. Are you kidding me? I mean, if this was a week ago, you likely lose. You're not winning with Trenton Brooks, and you're not winning with Tyler Wade, and you're not winning potentially without Mason Miller. Maybe you are. But because a week passes and they make these moves, you see it all play out in real time. So that's the thing you like about it. I recognize that it's Arizona and it's not, LA, or it's not the postseason. And there's a lot of time between now and the postseason. But I think we're getting closer to me, this is all about how does the new team come together and gel, and what can we forecast as we look towards the postseason? I'm starting to see some things that I really like that I think are going to play out well, hopefully over these final 47 games of the year. But yeah, it was a great win. I completely agree. It would have been an awful loss, and it was a great win, and that's how sports work, and that's how baseball works, and that's the beauty of this thing.
Well, I can tell you, like, one, Gavin Sheets does not make that play in left field that Laureano made tonight.
No chance.
Trent Brooks does not hit that home run in the ninth inning like Ryan O'Hearn did tonight. Martin Maldonado and Elias Diaz, they've had some
Don't
good
have
games
3
this
hits.
year, but it's unlikely that they'd have 3 hits in a game. And yeah, Mason Miller, you got a glimpse of what he could be for this team, and if he just like worked on his command, and he continues to pitch like he did tonight, then you watch out, right? Because that shit tonight was electric. Now he walked the batter, and it was not a
that's
walk.
not a great thing to do in a
It's
one-run
not
game.
something you want to do, and it would have been even a better outing if he just 3 up, 3 down in the ninth inning. But still, the stuff is there. I liked his approach against Gurriel. Like, oh, you hit a home run off my 104 last night. Well, here's 3 nasty sliders for you. So I liked what I saw. Just overall, yeah, they're a much deeper team. Obviously, there's no question about that. You can see it. And against a bad D-backs team, especially a bad bullpen, taking advantage and getting out of Arizona, winning 2 of 3, it can't be understated. Like, that's what you have to do. And thankfully, they didn't trip over themselves, and they had a comeback victory tonight. And when you're in sprint mode, when you're under 50 games to play, you're, in contention, you're trying to win a division, you're trying to make the postseason, and you're trying to win a World Series, every game is magnified more than it was a month and a half ago. So now it's go time.
I mean, they've been going. I mean, they're 9-2 in their last 11. I mean, here's how going they've been going. And Carlos, thank you for the membership. If we get 10 more, we get more emojis for all members. So become a member. Click the join button down below. You can gift memberships as well. We'll get to all these supers, by the way, after we initially react to this game. Here's how going they are. The Dodgers, like this doesn't always happen. The Dodgers are 10-17 in their last 27 games. If they happen to be 17-10 over that stretch, the division's over. You're cooked and you're 9 out, even with this play. If the Dodgers and the Padres don't control whether the Padres are 17-10 or 10-17 in their last 27 games. But this doesn't happen every year. We've watched this script unfold a lot. It's wide open now. So, and my analogy, and Lucy pulls the football away. No, like it's wide open right now. It doesn't mean the Padres are going to win the division, but it's wide open right now. The Dodgers have been beyond pedestrian. 10-17 is ridiculous over 27 games. So go take advantage of this. Go win this division. It's there to be taken. Of course, they'll have to play well to do it. It's not like there's some formality or guarantee that they do it. But the fact remains this. By and large, the last 10 years, the Dodgers would not allow this to happen because they would have gone 17-10 over the last 27. That's not even crazy. They've played better than that before in Julys and August and Septembers. But they didn't go 17-10. You're not 9 games out. You're 2 games out. What more could you ask for other than this if you're Mike Schilt, AJ Preller, and this clubhouse? So it's right there for the taking. It's almost, I mean, I'm not going to go this far yet, but I think I feel this way. It's almost like disappointing if they don't take advantage of this. It's almost gotten to the point that if they don't find a way right now to win this division, there's a level of disappointment considering the way these two teams are playing and considering what's in front of the Padres right now.
Well, here's the thing. It happened in 2020. It happened last year, and it's happening right now, where they are making a legitimate push to win the division with chances against the Dodgers coming up. If you remember in 2020, they might have been 2 or 3 back late in the season, and they punted on the series. You remember that? You remember that series?
I don't know. I remember it. Yeah, did they win game 1 with the home run from Trent Grisham and then lose game 2?
They won game 1 and they decided not to fully go for it. I think I don't remember the details, but I remember being upset after that series, being like, why didn't you guys go for it? And then last couple weeks of the season, that huge series at Dodger Stadium, They win the first game, that triple play, and then they lose the next two, and then the division out of reach. Now, it would have been tough because they would have probably needed to sweep the Dodgers, but still, they had an opportunity there, and they didn't take advantage of it, even if it was difficult to do. And now, once again, you're going to go into that series next weekend, hopefully, still some time, hopefully either ahead in the division or within arm's reach, like you are right now. I mean, shoot, if they're leading the National League, playing the Dodgers next weekend, that's going to be, the series is already going to be nuts. I mean, this 6 games against the Dodgers this month is already going to be bonkers. But could you imagine they go into that series with the division lead? Like, oh my gosh.
I can imagine it, and I'm almost more thinking about, can you get through the 6 games ahead of them? Like, I don't care where it starts. I do care where they are coming out of that, because then they're not facing each other head to head. And that to me is going to be very telling. By the way, 100%. Razor Ramon emoji activated.
Let's go.
Use it. If you're a member, you can use the Razor Ramon emoji. Look at that. Oops.
Razor Ramon.
And what do you want next? What do you want for your next emoji? Because I'll get it done within 24 hours. So now that the more members we get, the more emojis we get. So what do you want for your next emoji? You can put that in the chat. Let's get to some of these super chats. There's so many supers to get to. We appreciate your support of the channel. Please subscribe. There's 815 of you here right now. If you have not subscribed to this channel, help us get to 10,000 subscribers. It's been a goal since day one of this channel. We've had this channel for 4 years. We've interacted with so many Padres fans over the years, so many baseball fans, truthfully. We've been with you during the roller coasters, the highs and the lows. So please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, help us get to 10,000. Support this channel. Tell other people about it. And let's talk about the Padres here together on the wrap-up show. And thank you for your support. Let's get to some of these supers. The first of the night from a longtime loyal viewer, passionate Padres fan, Carlos, who says, if it wasn't for bats we acquired, we would have at least 2 more losses. Love Xander, always have, just like Jim. Tatis Machado and Arise need to step it up this month. Big games ahead. Ryan O'Hearn finally played SMH. He kind of said that. O'Hearn was like, it's nice to do something. I feel like he probably feels like he's just been sitting around a little bit, even though he's played, but he hasn't played as much as we thought he would. But I agree with the sentiment that because of the upgrades, they're better and they've won more as a result. And I know it's only been a week, but it does feel like without these additions, the Padres have not put themselves in this good of a position without these additions.
Well, as AJ said after the trade deadline, you can't have weak links on your team if you're expected to go where they want to go and who they're going to have to go through. They had some serious weak links on their team, and they addressed all of those needs. And the beautiful thing about that is, or not the beautiful thing about it, but the risky part about it is you make all these trades and they don't work out, right? But so far, every single one of the players that AJ has traded for, except for JP Sears, has contributed to this team and helped this team win games. Small sample size, but you obviously want to see a return on your investment right away, right? You don't want to wait. Now, if you have to wait and it turns into a World Series, then so be it. But initially, when you make as many trades as you do and the players that you trade away, right? Some big names you trade away in your organization. You're going to want a serious return on your investment like that. And so far, they have gotten it from guys like Ramon Laureano, Fermin, Mason Miller tonight, and Ryan O'Hearn tonight, and Nestor Cortes. That is, now we'll see if it continues. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it's not just a one-night thing, and this is the only home run of O'Hearn's tenure in a Padres uniform. But if they can continue to contribute, it just makes this team so much more complete.
What are you talking about with Sears? Schultz said that if it wasn't for Sears, they wouldn't have been in that game on Monday night. So Sears kept them in that game. They just didn't take advantage. Now, to obliterate its point, thank you, man, for the super chat. He says, Padres get swept if we didn't trade for these guys. And again, you go back to yesterday, very losable game. I mean, that thing is on a knife's edge. They're trailing in the 6th or 7th inning. It's back and forth. And then they, push across not one run in the 11th inning. They push across 5 runs in the 11th inning. That thing was up and down. Again, Mason Miller allowed that home run yesterday. But yeah, I mean, again, there's another world where maybe the Padres go 1-2 or 0-3 in this series. We've seen the struggles, man, in Arizona, but thankfully we don't live in that other world. Every so often, YT, thank you, man, for your super chat. Guys, if you're here, subscribe. If you're here, thank you for the supers. Click the $ below the chat box. He says, love the win. It's really telling when Schilt has been so open and candid about Tatis. He says he's carrying too much on his shoulders and presses. Now, he didn't say that. I don't think he said that before the game or after the game tonight, Jim, right? But he has said that previously on Tatis.
What?
That he says he's carrying too much on his shoulders and presses. Did he say? We listened to him pregame and we listened to him postgame. So unless we didn't see that or hear that.
I mean, I don't know. If he said it, okay. But I mean, I would agree with him. It's here with Tatis. It's right here, dude. He wears his emotions on his sleeve, and it is so easy to tell. Like, it is so easy to tell how Tatis is feeling by just watching him. And perfect example is his last at bat last night in the game. I mean, it was the most nonchalant, I don't give a fuck at bat that you'll see. And I think nothing to back this up. I think that at bat had something to do with his off day today. Like, we need to get this guy off his feet. Maybe they already had it planned. I don't know. Or maybe it's just a coincidence.
There's no way they had it planned, because if yesterday goes 2 for 4 with a homer, there's no way he's off today.
Maybe it's a coincidence, but I would hope. Not hope, but I would think that last at bat last night and going 0 for 6 in the game had a lot to do with his off day today.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you, though, every so often. And again, to your point about he says he's carrying too much on his shoulders and presses, he did say that. I remember that press conference where he almost didn't mean to say it, but he said it. And it was a very interesting point that Mike Schilt made. You're going back a few weeks, though, on that. Teofilo, thank you, man, for your support of the channel and the membership in the Super Chat. He says we need to find a way for O'Hearn to play every day. You know what? My opinion kind of changed in that today when I see him take a lefty deep. Now, again, that's one at bat. And I looked up his numbers against lefties, and they're nothing like his numbers against righties. But, I mean, all-star player. And, a guy that you're not going to have here for forever, and you do want to utilize him. And he's going to have chances, Jim. They're going to face a lot of right-handed pitching. So he's going to play 2 out of every 3 days. And, I think Gavin Sheets is more buried here in the depth chart, so to speak, than Ryan O'Hearn. And a moment like this for O'Hearn, I'm sure, goes a long way for him. And I think we'll probably get him back in the lineup more often than not.
I don't know how much of Schilde's post game you watch, but
I watched the whole thing.
Of course, he had to mention Gavin Sheets. Yeah,
of course.
Oh, Gavin Sheets, what a guy! But
what a game!
What a game! What a guy!
Wow.
But Ryan O'Hearn, he's a rental. So because he's a rental, you need to try to maximize everything you can out of the guy. And if he's going to hit a homer off lefties, you're in the lineup every day. Find a way to make it work. Get him in the lineup. He gives you good at bats. That's what you want. You want guys giving you good at bats up and down that lineup. If you want to get Sheetsy in there, then figure out a day to maybe give Merrill a day off, move Liriano center, put Sheets in left, or and have O'Hearn as your DH still. You can do that, right? Or if you're going to give another off day to Tatis, have O'Hearn. You want Sheets in the lineup, go O'Hearn in right, and then Sheets is your DH. You can do that. And so
flexible.
They can be flexible, but I think that O'Hearn, for being a rental and, seeing his numbers pre-trade deadline, dude, I think just putting him in the lineup close to every day has got to be a priority for this team.
Here's a great point from Enzo that we haven't fully yet discussed tonight. One of the better points, I think, that hasn't yet been discussed. He says they now have to respect 1 through 9 in the lineup. Top of the order wasn't good, but the bottom of the order came through. They don't win this game pre-trade deadline. We've talked about that, but think about that. We're not even talking about Machado's bad at bat. I mean, to be frank, he had a bad at bat in the 8th inning where he struck out. That's your last best chance potentially. It's Manny Machado, and he strikes out, right? Swing kind of awkwardly. And Arise, Loriano, Merrill, Machado combined to go 1 for 17. So let me say that again. Again, it used to be the big four, like, right? You got to carry the day. That if you don't get production there, you're not going to do enough to win. Now, again, they didn't score 10 runs in this game. They just did enough to win. But again, 1 for 17 out of Arise, Laureano, Merrill, Machado, and O'Hearn comes through. Bogarts comes through. Bottom of the order, Iglesias, Fermin come through. And that's great to see because Machado's not going 2 for 5 every night. And he had 3 hits yesterday and none today. And they still win the game.
Yep. Yeah, it's just a much deeper lineup than it has been. Feels like the bottom of this lineup has been really getting done here the last couple games. And it's just a fun thing to see because every single spot in their lineup, 1 through 9, to Enzo's point, has to be respected. There's no now easy outs in the lineup.
Yeah, correct. Andrew, appreciate you, man. Thanks for hanging out, and thank you for the super. Guys, if you're here, subscribe. Year-round content for Padres fans. Padres win in Arizona. Really great rally from 2-0 down to win. Kind of stunned the Diamondbacks in Phoenix 3-2. Subscribe to this channel, smash the like button, and thank you for the super chats. We're going to tell you about our title sponsor, Mark Nimitz, in a moment. But Andrew says, great win. Love Laureano. Guys, battle every pitch. Good for Miller dominating. All the newbies were massive in the game. Nestor wasn't bad. No. He's Cortez the killer. It's not he's not bad.
Yeah.
This guy's like, and honestly, for having not pitched in the big leagues for over 4 months, right? May to June to July. 4 months removed from pitching in the big leagues. Veteran guy figured it out on the fly. I'm encouraged by that and what it means moving forward. He doesn't have to be a 7-inning guy. Doesn't have to lead the way for this rotation. He's just got to be serviceable. He proved to me tonight he's capable of being serviceable. Good lineup in Arizona. Not as good as it's been, but good lineup in Arizona. And he took a punch or two and was able to stay out there for 4 2/3 innings.
Well, hold on. Was it let's see here. Yeah, it wasn't at the second inning he had the bases loaded. He hit 2 guys. He gave up a single, then he hit back-to-back players. Bases were loaded, no outs, and he only gives up 1 run there. As Schilt mentioned post-game, like that was the biggest moment of the game, other than the O'Hearn game-tying home run in the 9th, but they don't get to that moment without keeping it to just 1 run there in the second inning. You're like, oh shit, here we go. Hits 2 guys, gives up a single, then hits 2 back-to-back guys, and you're like, really? And he gets out of the inning only allowing 1 run. Yeah, that was the game right there.
Huge. Completely agree. Great point. And you're right. Mike Schilt did talk about that post game. Carlos, appreciate you, man. Again, he says, Dodgers playing Toronto. We need to take 2 out of 3 from Boston. No excuses. Division is for the taking. Tatis needs to be that dog again, not the, what's the GB machine? Ground ball. Yeah. The ground ball machine. I mean, listen, I would say this about, the Red Sox coming in. They lose today, but they are very similar to the Padres in terms of overall record. They've played a lot better since the Devers trade, obviously. They're right in the thick of postseason contention. But I'm with you on the general idea that home series you need to win. That's who the Padres are this year. They've won 2 out of every 3 games at home this year. You're getting Boston home in front of sellout crowds. Take advantage of that opportunity against a good team and win 2 of the next 3 games. I think that's a realistic expectation.
Am I right in saying this, that the Padres have the best home record in the National League? Or at least the second?
You'd be right in saying it if you looked at the home records in the National League and the Padres had the best record.
Well, I mean, the Mets are 38-21. The Padres are 36-19.
You're saying by winning percentage?
Like, yeah, winning. I don't see winning percentage here, but
right. I can tell you.
Like, Milwaukee's 36-20. Padres are 36-19. Dodgers are 36-23. The only other team that I could say would be better is the Mets at 38-21.
38-21, and I don't have a calculator, but someone correct me if I'm wrong, is not a better winning percentage than 36-19.
So by winning percentage alone, the Padres have the best winning percentage in baseball at home this year in the National League.
Is it baseball or the National League?
Just the National League, sorry.
Yep. Blue Jays are 38-19, so 2 wins in hand. And that's it.
Blue Jays are the only team that's better. And it does help when you start the season 11-0 at home.
It does, but they've been good recently now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a great point. Tony, appreciate you, man, for your support of the channel. This might have been a super sticker, but we do appreciate you supporting the channel. We're going to get back to all this conversation. Do not go anywhere. We have to thank our title sponsor, Mark Nimitz. He's been with us since we started this channel with no subscribers, and now we're approaching 10,000 because of you guys. So each and every one of you here, please, if you have an insurance need, get in contact with Mark, a diehard Padres fan, lifelong San Diegan. I've got 3 insurance policies through Mark: homeowners, and earthquake, and life. He does auto, he does renters, whatever you need. He's going to be there for you. Click the link in the description down below. You can get free quotes online. Call Mark. He will talk to you about Ryan O'Hearn. I promise you. I just spent 30 minutes on the phone with him a week ago talking about the Padres at the deadline. So he loves the Padres. He'd love to save you money in your insurance. If you ever need him, trust me, he's going to be there for you because he's been there for me and my family. We had to file a claim. He saved us so much time and so much money. So if you support this channel, please support our title sponsor. The next time you have a renewal, make sure to get in contact before you renew with Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance.
Yep, all his information there is on that ticker, mnimitz@farmersagent.com. Reach out to Mark. I'm sure he's pretty happy tonight. If you need insurance needs, he's got you covered. And let him know that John and Jim from the Wrap-Up Show sent you.
Padres win 3-2. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. Thank you for the supers and the memberships. Let's get back to these super chats as the Padres are off Thursday, and they'll get Boston on Friday when Fernando Tatis Jr. presumably returns to the lineup. JDMLSR, thank you, man, for the super. Says, last night David Vassay said, oh, look at the home run given up by the Padres' new toy, Mason Miller, on his Doyer wrap-up show. How do you like tonight's comeback, Doyers? Interesting. I mean, again, you have to be careful with any type of statements like that. I mean, the year's long, and it's not to say the Dodgers are cooked. Yeah, I just feel like this is a great opportunity. I really do. I mean, I feel like if not now, then when, from a Padres perspective, and it's right there for the taking. Who knows, man, Jim? The Dodgers could win the World Series. I have no clue. Padres could win the World Series. Nobody has any idea. We can't predict that. So it's too early to make strong, definitive statements, but I can say that the Padres have positioned themselves to hang in this thing.
Absolutely. And the thing that they do have that they didn't really have last year, because it felt like time ran out on them, or they may have caught them for the division. They have a little bit of time here, and 6 games against the Dodgers coming up. Like, those 6 games could determine who wins and who loses the division, and who's a wild card, and who potentially is 2 seed or a 1 seed in the National League, even though Milwaukee's playing out of their freaking mind right now. First team in baseball to 70 wins, which is, I mean, Pat Murphy. Good job on you, man.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, David Vassay, he's going to talk his shit. I mean, I just roll my eyes. It's like, okay. I mean, are you, I think he's technically paid by the team because he's, maybe he's paid by 570.
He might be. He may be. I don't know.
But he's as big of a homer as you'll see, and you get it, whatever. But I mean, if you're you better like, if you're the Dodgers, and we all know, like, Dodger fans love to troll Padres fans, even when the Padres aren't playing the Dodgers. I mean, it's their complete MO. They're the classic meme of, all the stalls are open and they come up right next to you in the bathroom, take a piss. And you're like, dude, there's like 17 other stalls open. Like, what are you doing sitting right next to me? So just know, and I know a lot of Dodger fans also watch this channel. Oh, what's up, Mark? How you doing? Let's go.
Blogger, we appreciate you, man. Thanks for supporting the channel. You guys, everyone here knows Padres Blogger. You can find him everywhere on social media.
They talk a lot of shit, and they better be prepared. And this is a big if. Still got a lot of games to play. If you dish it out, you better be able to take it back. And that's
the issue has always been. Yeah, the issue's been it's been backed up, relatively speaking. Unfortunately, like
Can't
last year.
Argue with the World Series.
I always say, I mean, I get it. I'd rather win a World Series than win the 2022 NLDS. But let's not pretend like it's been so lopsided that the Padres haven't even been in the conversation the last 5 or 6 years. I mean, it's Joe Davis saying the best rivalry in baseball is Padres-Dodgers, not you and me. It's people that cover the sport that are saying that. And it has been a good series. And the truth is the truth. I mean, the Dodgers got the upper hand last year. The Dodgers are 5-2 against the Padres this year. But guess what? It's August, and this season isn't over, and this story is not fully written. And the Padres are capable of returning the favor here in 2025. We'll see if they take advantage of it or not. Vector, appreciate you, man. Longtime supporter. Thank you for the super. Says rest of the lineup starts hitting equals scary playoff team. I mean, what rest? You know what I mean? And I get that you're never going to have 9 guys hitting the lineup. It's not happening. The Tatis story has played out over a long time, but Merrill's been a lot better today withstanding. Machado's been there all year. Arise has been a lot better today withstanding. And now you have the bottom of the lineup that's supporting the top, including Xander Bogaerts, including Ramon Laureano. I mean, right? Like you don't need 1 through 9 to have 2 hits in the same game. That's not realistic. You just need 3-4 guys, and they have more than 3-4 guys now.
Yeah, because when Manny goes over, then it's like, okay, Bogaerts and Merrill and the bottom of the lineup like step up. And then when the bottom of the lineup and Bogaerts and Merrill go over, then Arise and Manny and whoever else step up. Like that's what it is. You pick up your teammates when they're having a bad game. And the good thing now is you got a 1 through 9 that you feel confident that anybody in the lineup can pick up anybody else that's having a bad night.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Carlos, thank you again. He says Tatis needs another side chick to have fun with. Ever since he had to pay his sugar mama's alimony has been off. We might need to take him to TJ. No. And I know he's kidding. I know I'm not even going to entertain it. The truth is baseball is hard. The truth is he hasn't had the same success over the last 3 years than he had the first 3 years. There's a million theories as to why. But at the end of the day, the facts are the facts. And the numbers have tailed off for Tatis. But guess what? It can be turned around. And what did Kevin say today? He wrote in his article, he's actually had an on-base percentage over 400 in his last 30 or 31 games, even with the lack of power. So he's not weighing anyone down. He's just not putting you over the top. But he certainly isn't weighing them down. He just isn't doing the Tatis things we saw previously, is what I would say.
Like if you subtracted Tatis from this team,
it's a net negative, of course.
It is. But where I was going with it is just offensively, all right? Not defensively because he is elite in right field. Offensively, at the plate, if you subtracted his 2025 bat and replaced that with the 2021 bat, are you kidding me right now?
It gives us 2-3 more wins.
That's what we're talking about. It's like, that's what we're looking for. And that's the same thing we talk about with Xander. It's like if Xander can take his Boston Xander and put it in this lineup, the guy that the Padres signed, now we're cooking.
And he showed you at least signs, not true Boston. But now you look at since June 1st, because we saw the tweet today, you had a home run and a double today. I mean, he's an 800 OPS player over the last, I think it's 57 games. I mean,
he's been great.
It's at least a stretch where he's been very valuable. And
very valuable.
What'll put it over the top is his next hit with runners in scoring position.
Correct.
Because he was able to drive in, himself each of the last 2 days and double today with no one on base. Eric, thank you, man, for the super chase. Says return of the Grit Squad. I don't think they ever went anywhere. I mean, they kind of did, actually. 2024 they had that come from behind, never out of a game feeling. I don't think they felt that the entire year to me. But now it feels like, they're capable of winning in come from behind fashion like they've done each of the last 2 nights. Yeah,
they haven't gone anywhere.
Again, by and large, as long as Mike Schilt's going to be here, you're going to hear the same things, including Grit Squad, which you literally said the opening night, I want to say.
Correct.
This year. Sort of cinematic. Thank you, man. It says 2 games, fellas. This team is amazing. I mean, they're playing really well. 9-2, Jim, to couple with 14-3 earlier this year. Like, there you go. We said you have one more stretch, like 14-3, and you're in the postseason. And guess what? They're inching towards the postseason.
Yeah, have one more stretch. They are in the middle of that stretch right now. They are 9-2 in their last 11 games. That's the stretch that they needed to really put their stamp on going to the postseason. I'm guessing that their Fangraphs % chance of making the postseason has to have gone up to in the 90s.
Has to be.
My guess is 92%, 91%.
Have you looked?
I have not.
I'm looking right now, and it's 92.5%.
There you go.
and they have a 17.3% chance of winning the division, which is actually low to me, being only 2 games back. They've got an 11% chance of clinching a bye, and they've got a 6.4% chance of winning the World Series. That's their highest percentage chance, I would assume, all year. And guess what? Listen to that. How crazy is this? Their chance of winning the World Series at Fangraphs is higher than the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers are at 6%. Padres are at 6.4%. The LA Dodgers, mired in this 10 and 17 slump, have a 20.3% chance of winning the World Series per Fangraphs. Take it for what it's worth.
Well, I think the Brewers could turn out to be one of those like really good regular season teams, but they don't have that it guy in the postseason, and like that's kind of what the Brewers feel like to me. Could be proven wrong. They're a good team. They're a very good team, but I don't know if they have the horses to get them to a World Series.
Honestly, if I'm a Padres fan right now, this is a good segue to Lucky Bucks. Fly to Vegas tonight and put money on the Padres.
100%.
Get in on it before those odds get shorter and shorter and shorter. We told you 5 days ago they weren't even top 10 in terms of shortest odds to win the World Series. And when you're in Vegas, hit up Lucky Box. You're seeing Lucky Box on your screen. These Lucky Box mystery box vending machines are so cool. Me and Jim both played them the last time we were in Vegas, just a couple of weeks ago. We were out in Vegas. We're like, we have to hit this up. And you're thinking to yourself, well, what is this? It's going to spit out a mystery sports card or sports jersey or Pokemon card. You get to choose if it's a card or a Pokemon card or a jersey. And I go to Vegas, and boom, out of the Lucky Box machine is Fernando Tatis Jr. signed card.
Boom.
And it was just incredible. And for our viewers tonight, by the way, one of these machines is coming to San Diego, but right now the closest, they've got 7, 8, 9 of them in Las Vegas. They have them in airports everywhere as well. Your next time in Vegas, use the promo code Padres, all lowercase. You get to a machine, use the promo code Padres, you'll take $5 off. So you're going to absolutely love it. I mean, if you're a sports fan, which you are, you got to check one of these out. It's super fun and cool and unique. And again, it's kind of like a Las Vegas thing. You're in Vegas. Maybe you don't want to play at the craps table and you want to come away with something. Well, I came away with a Fernando Tatis Jr. signed card. You can as well. And you can take $5 off your mystery box with promo code Padres, all lowercase, at Lucky Box.
Have you ever seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah, it's about chocolate.
Good enough. Well, in the movie, they have this thing called a golden ticket. And what Lucky Box does is they have golden tickets littered throughout their Lucky Box machines. And if you do get a golden ticket, you have a chance to win signed memorabilia that's authenticated and could be worth over $2,500. Recently, just a day ago, someone got a golden ticket for signed, authenticated, game-worn cleats by Fernando Tatis Jr. You could win things like a authenticated signed Muhammad Ali boxing pair of gloves, authenticated signed Lionel Messi World Cup jerseys. So it's not just an opportunity to get some cool cards like John got there with the signed Fernando Tatis Jr. It's an opportunity to get some really, really cool stuff. And if you use our promo code Padres, all lowercase Padres, you get $5 off an exclusive discount for the John and Jim listeners by hitting up a Lucky Box anywhere in the United States.
Get to Vegas tonight and go play. And then tag us when you do play and let us know what you win. Let's see. This is Nathan B. Perez. Thank you, man, for the super chat. He says, hey, John and Jim, I'm an A's fan, but I enjoy tuning into your wrap-up shows. Appreciate you, man. He says, I hope your Padres crush the Dodgers whenever they get the chance. Appreciate you, that dude. It's obviously been some hard times over recent years for fans of the Athletics. So if you're an A's fan, you're probably a real one.
Yeah, you are. Welcome.
And enjoy Leo DeVries, but not too much. And hopefully you'll enjoy him after the Padres have made a deep run in the postseason over the next couple of years. But appreciate you, man. Jeff West, our friend and supporter and graphic designer. Jeff, thank you, man, for your support. He says, one of my favorite things about the 25 team, good defense. Man, that the play from Laureano that he started tonight was critically important. I mean, there's no question about it. And by and large, their defense, Iglesias, the way he plays defensively for this team, this has been a good enough defensive team, certainly.
Yeah, defensively tonight, I would say, wouldn't you say the best defensive lineup would include Jose Iglesias out there somewhere?
Yeah, definitely.
I think this might, and then Fernando and Wright probably would be their best defensive lineup.
I mean,
And
of course. I mean,
yeah,
you have to have Tatis out there.
yeah, good defense tonight. If they don't make that play in the bottom of the 7th inning, they probably don't win this game. I mean, maybe they do. They would strand. Maybe they could strand the runner there with 2 outs.
Yep, it was 2 outs.
But still, anything can happen. And getting that double play to end the inning, it was huge.
It was huge. It was. No, it was. I completely agree. Thank you here for the Super Burner B. Appreciate you, man. He says, Fernando who? Jokes aside, glad we can take some pressure off him with the new acquisitions. Yeah, it's a fair point. I mean, it's not like we're all circling Fernando Tatis Jr. like, please lead the Padres to the promised land. It's all on your shoulders. But it does feel like he puts pressure on himself. If you didn't read Kevin Acey's article today, it's a fascinating look inside the psyche of Fernando Tatis Jr., where I'm paraphrasing now, but he essentially said, I'm battling demons. Now, he laughed when he said that. You know, Tatis has this kind of like unique sense of humor, and he does laugh his way through a lot of the things that he says. But like, and Jim put it on social media, like, when you mention you're battling demons, you probably give the guy the day off, which is what they did here today. But the battle that he's been going through, Jim, with himself, which was detailed by Kevin today in the Union Tribune, is a pretty telling look inside the struggles of Fernando Tatis Jr. at the plate in 2025.
Yeah, it you know, it just is what it is. And if he's going to end up having a season where he only hits like 22 home runs or 21 home runs and has 23 doubles on the year and has an OPS of 795, like, okay, go out and ball out in the postseason then to make up for that. And he's capable. And if he does, then as you said today, he'll be viewed as like one of the best, not one of the best, but just he'll be viewed as a insanely clutch postseason player. If he goes out and
he's probably not that far from being one of the, I mean, again, we theorized today, like if he had 6 home runs and leads a team to a World Series, at that point you'd be like, this guy's ridiculous. Now he's a long way from doing that. But yeah, I mean, it's all's forgiven with a good postseason from Fernando Tatis Jr. You know, I mean, that's
Exactly
what I would say. Not just a good postseason, but maybe a great postseason. Padres Payne, appreciate you, man. He says back-to-back nights, Xander hit a baseball 400 plus feet. That's kind of crazy. Good win. Glad Miller got the chance to bounce back. Need O'Hearn to get hot here. Fun times. And it's just a lot going on, Jim, like in the right direction. When you go 9-2, I mean, there's a lot of positives, and that's what's playing out right now.
Yeah, keep it rolling. Just keep it rolling here. And I need a series next weekend that is close as far as in the standings go. I need it. Like I need air to breathe.
So what do they have? Are there 6 games between now and then, or 7? There's 3 against Boston, then 3 against San Francisco, or 4 against San Francisco?
3 against San Francisco, because there's an off day next Thursday as well before the 3-game series in LA over the weekend.
So I mean, with only 6 games between now and then, I mean, I think you're going to get your wish, which is you're going to have like a lot on the line, right? I mean, what's going to happen where one of these teams, if anything, maybe the Padres draw closer over the next 6 games, but I think we're going to have a series where the 2 teams are separated by what? I mean, 1 to 3 games would be my guess.
Well, I mean, look, you could easily go sideways in a week. If you lose 3 in a row, they win 3 in a row. Boom. Now you're 5 back.
But I mean, I'm just based on our eye test.
Yeah. Eye test would lend you down the path of next weekend. Either they will be in the lead in the National League West, or they'll be trailing the Dodgers by a couple games.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can't, to your point, you're right. I mean, anything can happen. I've seen the Padres get swept at home this year by, teams like Seattle, Tampa Bay. And San Francisco, I don't think is some walk in the park. It's still the Padres. There's still the historical struggles at Oracle. I mean, it's not like you're guaranteed to win these series against good teams like Boston or even winning a series in San Francisco. But shoot, I mean, the way the Dodgers are playing, you feel like if you go 3-3 your next 6 games, I mean, they might not do better than that over the next 6 games. I'm talking about LA. I mean, LA's squandering opportunities. You're losing home series to the St. Louis Cardinals, and the Padres aren't. So the Padres are taking advantage of their opportunity. And the Dodgers haven't done that. And hopefully that continues for the next week and sets up some crazy weekend series at Dodger Stadium, August 15th through the 17th. Luca, appreciate you, man. He says, Fermin is a coach's dream. Love his fundamentals. I mean, this might be really savvy, Jim. This specific acquisition, going to find this specific player to upgrade at that position for the Padres, and we'll see how it plays out. But he's absolutely been a positive for the Padres a week into his tenure. And yes, they did give up a lot, but it seems like they got a player that they really, really coveted.
Kolek who?
And now we're at Kolek
who?
Right.
Still, that was a steep trade, but hey, man, if he's going to contribute like this, you play for the now, and the now is all that matters. Even though you lost depth for the future in your rotation, you gained a catcher that you desperately needed this year because you needed an upgraded catcher. You could not continue to go with Diaz and Maldonado, and now Diaz is firmly this team's backup catcher, thankfully, and Maldonado is not in the organization anymore, thankfully.
Like literally released.
Yeah.
Yeah. And who was option at AAA today? I get them all confused now. Was it
Tyler Wade? Because no one would pick him up.
I'm like, was it Brooks? Was it Wade? Run it back to back. Thank you. It says, should the Padres platoon Cronenworth and Iglesias? I don't think Iglesias has gotten to the point with his bat where I would. Has he earned platooning? I mean, he hasn't hit. Yes, he had a clutch hit today. Seems like he's had a few clutch hits, make no mistake. But I mean, he's got a sub 600 OPS and is hitting in the low 200s. I mean, does that scream platoon to you?
No.
Yeah.
And if anything, it's like a defensive replacement, but who would he be like replacing,
Yeah, I mean, I just like his versatility. I think you just give him a start here and there. I don't think it's a straight platoon. I just think you use him, and when you use him, you hope he's really good defensively and comes up with a clutch hit like he did today. But I don't know if you need to do a straight platoon. We're going to get back to this conversation in a moment. I want to remind you about our friends over at SeatGeek. Make sure to get to Petco Park this weekend. The Padres are back home just like that, and they're taking on the Red Sox on Friday night. We're going to talk about Michael King, who's pitching this weekend coming up in a moment, but you can get in Friday night. And Friday, is it Nick Pivetta, Jim, on Friday night?
Sure.
I think it is Nick Pivetta, and you can get in, and you
That's
can
gonna
do
be
so
fun.
for
Old team.
well under $100. It's going to be very fun. We'll talk about that coming up. And you can take $20 off as well with the promo code PADSWRAP. So you heard me right. Use the promo code at SeatGeek PadsWrap for $20 off your tickets at SeatGeek, your order of $50 or more. So that's $20 off your first purchase of $50 or more with the promo code PADSWRAP. Just click that link in the description to download the app, and then you can have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. And we do want to thank our friends over at SeatGeek, but again, you're getting in for well under $100. It's a Friday night. You can sit lower level, truthfully, in the low 100s range as well. And whether it's Friday night or this weekend or any concert, event, baseball game, whatever's coming up in San Diego or elsewhere, make sure to use that promo code. Click that link in the description down below and take advantage at SeatGeek.
Yeah, and the great thing is SeatGeek is MLB's official ticket marketplace. Your tickets, they're fully guaranteed and instantly fulfilled in your account after purchase. All you got to do is use our promo code PADSWRAP, PADSWRAP, for $20 off tickets at SeatGeek. Again, that's PADSWRAP, PADSWRAP, for $20 off your first purchase with our promo code.
So as we look ahead to this weekend, and it's Nick Pivetta, Walker Buehler, of all things, on Friday night, you're talking about Pivetta less than a season removed from pitching for the Boston Red Sox and putting up solid but not spectacular numbers last year as a Red Sox. And I want to say his first start of the year against the Phillies, which was the team that drafted him, it was kind of like one of those, and I took that personally starts, and he shoved. And now he's got an opportunity at home against the Red Sox. I mean, Nick Pivetta has been as good as any home starter in baseball. He's been one of the better starters in baseball. But at home, he has been just unbelievably dominant. And we'll see if he capitalizes against a former team at home. He's been so good for this team. We'll have another chance on Friday night.
Walker Buehler on the mound, like you mentioned. Fernando Tatis Jr. will homer on Friday night. Lifetime against Walker Buehler. He's got 4 home runs and 27 at-bats, including a homer in the postseason. If y'all remember, Game 3, that was loud. He has
Right.
a 1,037 OPS lifetime against Walker Buehler, hitting 296 against him. Fernando Tatis Jr., lock it in, will finally hit another home run on Friday night against Walker Buehler.
I like it. The speak into existence. You brought up an interesting point today on John and Jim saying, you know what? Maybe there's the mental, physical, taxing fatigue. He doesn't play like this, 100 consecutive games very often. He fell off kind of the side of the, he fell off the face of the earth in 2023, playing all those games and really struggled down the stretch. Maybe he could use the extra day. I mean, maybe the 2.5 days off is kind of what the doctor ordered for Tatis.
It's almost like, would you want Tatis for 155 games, but his offensive power numbers will dip because of fatigue? Or would you rather have him for 130 games, but his offensive power numbers go up? Like last year, he missed all that time because of the stress reaction. Now, he needed to heal. It wasn't like he was just resting, but he kind of was also resting. He came back, and what did he do? 7 homers in September, 4 home runs in the postseason. Dude was insane. What did he do at the start of the season after a full offseason of rest? Shot out of like a cannon. And we were like, holy shit, he's gonna be an MVP. And you get into the season, and his numbers are dipping, and you don't see the power. So, same thing happened in 2021. He missed all those games because of injury. He only played 130 games, but he hit 42 bombs. 2022 or 2023 when he returned, he played every game after his suspension. And did he start out hot? No, because also he didn't play for a year and a half.
Good point.
But also, as the season got longer and the later you got in that season, he just was dead tired. So maybe a couple days will do him good, and that's why I'm calling it home run on Friday night for Fernando Tatis Jr.
I love that. Someone clip that because Tatis is going to homer Friday night. I'm buying what you're selling. I could see it. I mean, he's overly due. He's a capable home run hitter. It's not like we've seen the last of him hitting home runs. It's just he could sorely use one. And again, it's not the end all be all of what his job is. It's not like the leadoff hitter has to hit 35 home runs. It's true. You don't have to hit 35 home runs as a leadoff hitter. And it's true. He's done his job. He's getting on base at a decent clip, but man, he could really use it. And hopefully it gets out of his head. I mean, he looked to be well rested tonight. He didn't appear to be overly concerned when he was not in uniform. Wasn't even wearing a jersey. I think in the 8th inning when Jesse was talking about on TV, like, oh, you have Tatis. I mean, maybe he's available off the bench. Then they showed Tatis, like, well, maybe not.
Maybe not. Yeah.
Maybe it's a true off day for Fernando Tatis Jr. But I mean, just everything in front of this team right now is what I would say. It just feels like, they've gotten to this point and you got all these people that are excited. And maybe I said this last year around this time with the 2024 team. I mean, it feels a little bit like the best is yet to come.
Hopefully.
Because you got upside here. Like, it doesn't feel like you've hit some ceiling. We haven't even seen Michael King in months. Nestor Cortez, hopefully it continues to improve. He missed 4 months. Darvish, I'm hoping there's an upside there. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot to like. You made the point yesterday, I think, Jim, like maybe this is the most, I don't know if it's the most complete roster in the sport, but you could probably make an argument for it. And I watch a game like today and I'm like, yeah, they're utilizing pieces of a deep roster that's putting them over the top. And that's what we said about 2024. I'm feeling in a similar way right now about 2025.
Yeah. I mean, I could argue with anybody about this, how deep this roster is.
Yeah, I agree. And again, there's good rosters in baseball. I mean, there's some really damn good teams right now, but I think the Padres would at least be included in that conversation. All right, if you haven't subscribed, first of all, before we tell you about what's to come here over the course of the next couple of days, make sure to use our promo code over with our friends at Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy is the best and easiest place to play fantasy sports, as we always tell you. So the best and easiest place to play fantasy sports is Underdog Fantasy. Got to fix this. What am I doing?
I don't know.
I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. Stand by, Jim.
What are you doing?
I got to get rid of these X's. Hold on. This is from last night. Okay, here we go. Use our promo code at Underdog. Best and easiest place to play fantasy sports. Use our promo code. Click the link in the description down below. Our promo code is PodsWrap. It's not M. Nimitz at farmersinsurance.com like Jim told you yesterday. It's PadsWrap. PADSWRAP. You're getting a 50% deposit match up to $1,000. You heard me right. A 50% deposit match up to $1,000 plus a free gimme pick. What does a free gimme pick look like? It looks like higher or lower than a half passing yard, for example, for Joe Burrow in some random preseason game. He might not even play, so that's a bad example. But look, you can now play NFL pick'ems because preseason football is back. In addition to NFL pick'ems, let's just play this for shits and giggles. You, of course, can also play MLB pick'ems. Padres game isn't up as of yet because they're off tomorrow, but you can play across Major League Baseball, WNBA. It's as simple as higher or lower. You choose higher or lower, and the more you play, the more you can win. You could take James Wood to homer tomorrow. You could take Brent Rooker to homer tomorrow. And if that combination of events takes place, your $10 wager pays you $483 if you go 4 for 4 there. If you flex it, which means you don't even have to get all 4 right, you can still win big. So it couldn't be easier. It couldn't be simpler. Take advantage. Click the link in the description down below. Use our promo code PADSWRAP. That's PADSWRAP for a 50% deposit match up to $1,000 plus that free gimme pick.
Yep. The QR code is right above my head here. Scan it and download the Underdog Fantasy app. And when you download the Underdog Fantasy app, use our promo code PADSWRAP, PADSWRAP, to start playing today.
What do you guys want for the next emoji for members? Because we've added Miller Time, Five Guys. What else? Cortez the Killer. We just added Razor Ramon.
Do we have a Manny emoji? How do we not have a Manny emoji?
I mean, over the years we have. With the things we've switched them up. We have Rockstar GM.
How about Manny? It's probably too much.
That's too long. I mean, we might. Do we need no Hearn?
We need a Bro Hearn.
A Bro Hearn. Okay, thank you. We need a Bro Hearn.
I know that there's like so Hearny, like so horny.
No, I get it. But I kind of like Bro Hearn more.
Yeah, I remember when they first acquired him and they showed like his like graphic of like like introductory graphic. It said nickname at the bottom, Bro Hearn.
Would it be Bro apostrophe Hearn, like O apostrophe Hearn?
No, it would just be BR and then his last name. Like, yeah, the apostrophe.
Okay, yeah. Bro Hearn. Okay,
yeah,
I like
Bro
that.
Hearn.
I thought Furminator was cool. We added Furminator tonight.
No, I think it's Ferminator.
Ferminator. I agree. But is there anything else like that's playing out right now? Like that's who else?
Is that good?
Is that good? I feel like we've had that. We could do an is that good? I'm just writing these down. John worked in minor league baseball emoji. Yeah, that's a little too long. The Masonator. If you have an idea for an emoji, you can put it in the comment section down below. If you're here on replay, you can put it in the live chat as well. The more members we get to the wrap-up show, the more emojis you'll have access to in the live chat or in the comment section down below. So we appreciate those of you that become members. You can gift memberships. You can become members by clicking the join button down below. If you're here on replay, thank you. We appreciate the super thanks. Support this channel. Please subscribe. We're well past 9,100 subscribers because of you. Let's get to 10,000 subscribers as soon as possible. Please subscribe to this channel. Smash the like button for us and follow us on X at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. Join us tomorrow. Off day tomorrow for the Padres. We'll be talking about the Padres in this upcoming series against the Red Sox. We'll get Will Fleming, who's one of the radio voices for the Red Sox, on the show either tomorrow or Friday to get us ready for Padres and Red Sox. But we're on tomorrow. John and Jim from 2 to 6, San Diego Sports 760, iHeartRadio app. You can find us on YouTube as well. And then, of course, Friday. So we've got you covered. We'll be here Friday night following game 1 of that series against the Boston Red Sox. So support our partners, Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance, our friends over at Lucky Box, SeatGeek, Underdog Fantasy, Hamul Casino as well. And we will see you tomorrow on the radio at 2 p.m. For Jim, I'm John. Padres win a series in Arizona. This has been the wrap-up show. Thanks, guys.